Okay, welcome back. So it's Tech Tuesday here at the Texas Daily. So, as you know, joining us now is our tech expert, Lisa Duty. Lisa, thanks for coming in. We've got John Weekly sitting back at the desk. So, John, thanks for sitting in on this election night.
My pleasure.
So, Lisa, first of all, we want to talk politics and social media and where they cross, where they meet. And you were saying during the break that one of the best ways to follow a candidate or an Iola or a celebrity, whomever, is this hashtag thing.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Tell us.
So what a hashtag is basically a search term. So it's the pound sign on your keyboard, your smartphone, and then whatever phrase you're searching for. And we actually did some screen grabs right here. There's a definition of a hashtag for you. Okay. This is the official definition. The short version of the definition is basically it's a search phrase. So it can be whatever you want. It can be pound sign vote, pound sign if you go to a conference or an event, you have a hashtag for that.
Pound sign Texas Daily.
Anything, exactly.
Pound sign candidate, yeah.
Absolutely. It could be your candidate's name. I don't even know a candidate that's running at the moment. I hate to admit that, but
you would
so
use
say Martin,
it
you know, Martin 2014 or whatever it wants to be.
You would use it to find the conversation that's underway on Twitter about that topic or that person.
Absolutely.
Right.
And actually, it's not just Twitter anymore. It's Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. All the platforms are using hashtags. Now, I don't want everybody to think that's listening today that you can just use them for an election.
Right.
You can use them for lots of other things. It's a great way to connect with like-minded individuals, support a community event. The state fair, everybody was using a hashtag for that to communicate the cool things they saw, the photos they posted, and this translates to all the different social media platforms.
And I was looking at the GOP and the Democratic rundown of candidates online the other day, and almost every one of them has their own social media.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hashtag, right.
Absolutely.
Right.
So, John, what about that? I wanted you to chime in as well about the aptitude or at least ability of most of the candidates now to jump on the social media bandwagon. Is it happening?
It is happening. There are a great many consultants out there who actually do social media consulting for political candidates and for parties, and so they've certainly made this easier. But as more and more people get used to Twitter and get used to using it, it's become a very efficient way to communicate with voters. And one of the things I found interesting just the other day was getting phone calls from all kinds of candidates. And, you know, if you're going to vote for Smith, hit 1. If you're not going to vote for Smith, hit 2.
Polling.
Doing this on polling, and as well as doing indicators of where a candidate might be doing well with a certain group of people and may not be. One of the great things about Twitter is that you can find out instantly where a group is, and then you can feed that directly into a computer and have a model in a couple of hours of how this neighborhood is doing or how that demographic is doing or how that school is doing.
Sure. Lisa, where else do you see social media having a play in elections, in politics?
Well, I think the thing that we have to realize is that it's a way to communicate. Social media is a way to communicate with anybody. So candidates, so you want to go out and find your candidate per se, and you don't know their hashtag, then you could go to, say, Twitter, and right at the top of the search bar it'd be twitter.com/search, and then you can go in and put in their name, find out what hashtags, find out what other people are saying about the candidate. It's just a great way to do it. Right now, they're actually showing a screen grab to show how to run a hashtag search.
And you see this replacing direct mail from a lot of the candidates?
It certainly could be. It's, you know, the thing is you want to not get rid of one way of communicating, but add to it because you want to go to where your people are at. Some people are reading their mail. And actually nowadays, because everybody's using social media so much, people are more likely to look at mail than they used to be.
And you were saying that this really took off with the Obama campaign the first time around.
Oh,
when he ran for president.
It absolutely did. I was amazed at the number of people that worked on the campaign for President Obama who were into social media. Some were even consultants, and they were able to expand his base considerably. And one of the reasons he won as handily as he did was because of the social media contacts he had made, and especially using elements like Twitter, where they could put together almost an instant campaign platform. And one of the things that they did well, especially in the Chicago headquarters, was to have parties and invite people to come down And that was, I mean, this was infinitely cheaper
Sure.
than direct mail.
Oh, sure.
And you could, just do it spur of the moment Friday night. You say, hey, come on down, meet the candidate at 8:30, and have a Coke or whatever.
Yeah.
And
It's hard to beat the price for sending out a tweet.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
Especially with mail going up, although we all love the post office.
Oh, sure. So, Lisa, what else? Besides Twitter, are you seeing inroads on other social media platforms? Of course, we know about Facebook.
Facebook is indexing hashtags now. You can search on those really easy. It's the same way as on Twitter. You go up to the top in the search bar, you can put in the £, and then whatever the hashtag
Here it
is. They're showing us a screen grab right now. Right at the top, you put in the £, whatever the hashtag is, and it'll show up the recent posts, things that are trending. Now,
In Facebook. So now you're using the hashtag to search in Facebook.
absolutely.
Right.
The thing that I found about Facebook, though, is they haven't got it quite as good as Twitter yet, in my opinion. They kind of select how much you get to see, from what I can tell. So it's a little different. And then the other platforms, such as Pinterest, I was looking there this morning. It was really cool. They had all these great photos and visuals of everybody that was using the hashtag vote. And it's the same thing. At the very top, on the top left, you put in the £, on your phone or keyboard, and then in the word vote, and then everything comes up that they've hashtagged. Instagram's using them too. I didn't use a screen grab for Instagram today because honestly, I wasn't impressed with any of the things that people were doing that was vote.
Right.
Or you could, same way, you could search for Mardi Gras. Right?
Yeah.
Mardi Gras.
Or Final Four.
Fat Tuesday's
Fat
probably
Tuesday,
really popular right
or
now.
Tonight, especially voting results.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was interesting. I was looking at the hashtag for election 2014 and election 14 because I was thinking this is what everybody's going to be using. That's
Sure.
your natural inclination. I was really surprised that many people weren't using it yet. I think tonight it'll start getting a lot more active. As you can see here, they're showing a screen grab of vote this morning and how it was trending. At 7 o'clock this morning on hashtags.org, it's showing around 260 some odd people were tweeting using the word vote.
Okay.
And so it's fun.
Well,
Hashtags
Lisa,
are awesome.
thanks for educating us. And John, thanks for weighing in on the conversation again. You've heard from all of us. Now we'd love to hear what you have to say on Twitter or any other platform we occupy. You can join our conversation by going to the Texas Daily Facebook page or by tweeting us or email us. Use the old-fashioned email, Notion, ktxdtv.com. However you'd like to communicate, we're all ears, and we'll be right back.
Old-fashioned email.
Old-fashioned email.